I'm Ryan Sloop from Sloop Fence in Mount Ella, North Carolina, and we focus on ornamental ag fence in the Piedmont of North Carolina. Right now we're working on a project for a client, a long-term client of ours. It's about 17,000 feet of wood post with 842/12 with a strand of barbed wire on the top and a inset hot wire. I first got into fencing accidentally, just like everybody else in the ag fence business. It just kind of happened and snowballed out of control. After I kind of got started, I really fell in love with the process of building a business. I fell in love with the process of efficiency. It really kind of fell into place with how we wanted to run our business. I would say our biggest challenges with a project that size is the project that size. With the current labor market the way it is, we're leaning more heavily on equipment. And our business has always been more equipment driven, and finding people that are qualified to operate the equipment that we run is proven to be a challenge. So we're leaning more heavily on mechanization. Some of that mechanization that we use is heavily dependent on Stockade. Stapling is our most time-consuming process if done by hand. So we do lean pretty heavily on the Stockade team to keep us moving forward in a little bit faster, more mechanized environment. I love the clients. I really enjoy working with our clients. I really enjoy seeing the transition of a piece of property. I love bringing old farms back to life. I think that is probably the most satisfying thing, is to take a dilapidated piece of property and turn it into really something magical. Fencing has taken me all over the world. It's taken me to places 2 miles from here that I would never have ever been invited into. It's taken me to the hills of Scotland. It's taken me to the Swiss Alps, to the hills of Italy. It's taken me all over the world, and it's taken me all over the place in my own community. So it's taken me into friendships. It's taken me to so much more than just driving posts and stretching wire. It's taken me further than I could ever have imagined. It's a great business. There are fantastic people in this business. You will meet some of the best people. You will find very caring group of contractors. Be ready for a roller coaster. It is a wild ride. It's a fun one, but it's definitely a challenge. Access to capital is probably the most important at this time, and access to good labor. I would say it's a wonderful career. It is not for the faint of heart, but it is a wonderful way to make a living. It's a wonderful way to build a family in it. It's as close to farming as I could be and still make a living. I bought the 400i on a large project. We had a large barbed wire project. We ran the 400 pneumatic tool before, and we had a large barbed wire project. We made it about a mile into it, and it just clicked one day that I've got 2 people doing a 1-person job. Our business is extremely rooted in a single person job. 1-man equipment, 1-man post driver. Everything needs to be a single operator. The 400i was something that I got a little ways into this big project, and I realized that the 400i is something I needed to invest in. This was in the young days of my business. That was a very big stretch at the time to purchase a tool like that. The 400i's have been integral in our operation since we bought them. I think the last time we checked, most of our guns are somewhere around 70 to 80,000 shots. We run them pretty heavy, and my first gun will stay with me the rest of my career. The 400i will stay with me. My favorite things about the 400i, the 400i it's 2 steps above a hammer and staples. I would say the 400 was 1 step above a hammer. It made it a 2-person job. That was the drawback to the 400. The 400i unlocked that single operator status, and we were able to take 2 guns, accomplish twice as much production with the same amount of manpower. So the 400i, being a sole operator gun, is to us the benefit. How it's changed what we do is, there again, it's took a two-person job and turned it into a one-person job. It's increased our efficiency on stapling 100%. So we look at everything on mechanical man hours, and that's how we run our business, how everything's structured. So the 400i being a sole operator machine is what really draws us to that gun. I would encourage all of my fellow contractors to look at a more mechanized crew. It's a big proponent of our business. It's how our business is structured. It's been fairly successful for us. I think you'll find that they're a huge labor saver, and in this market, labor is everything.